Find resistivity of germanium at 300 degree Kelvin. Given density of carriers is 2.5 into 10 raised to 19 per meter cube. Mobility of electrons is 0.39 meter square per volt second. Mobility of holes is 0.19 meter square per volt second. So here intrinsic germanium is given to us. So intrinsic concentration is given as 2.5 into 10 raised to 19 per meter cube. Mu E, the mobility of electrons is 0.39 meter square per volt second, and mu H, the mobility of holes is 0.19 meter square per volt second. For intrinsic semiconductor, we can write conductivity as NIE into mu E plus mu H. So all the values are given to us. We can substitute the values. Ni is equal to 2.5 into 10 raised to 19. Mu E is 1.6 E, charge on the electron, is equal to 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. Mu E, that is the mobility of electrons, is 0.39 meter square per volt second, and mu H, mobility of holes, is 0.19 meter square per volt second. Using calculator, we can calculate the conductivity as 2.32 per ohm meter. Resistivity is reciprocal of the conductivity, and therefore resistivity is 1 upon 2.32, that is 0.43 ohm meter. So we have calculated the resistivity of germanium as 0.43 ohm meter. The resistivity of intrinsic indium antimonide at room temperature is 2 into 10 raised to minus 4 ohm centimeter. If mobility of electron is 6 meter square per volt second and mobility of hole is 0.2 meter square per volt second, calculate its intrinsic carrier density. So here we are asked to find out intrinsic carrier concentration, that is Ni. Resistivity is given as 2 into 10 raised to minus 4 ohm centimeter, that is 2 into 10 raised to minus 6 ohm meter. Because mobility is written in meter square per volt second, we are writing this resistivity in ohm meter. So we can use this relation for conductivity of intrinsic semiconductor. Conductivity of intrinsic semiconductor is Nie into bracket mu E plus mu H. So we can write the relation for Ni, that is intrinsic concentration, to be equal to 1 upon resistivity into charge on electron into mu E plus mu H. So this E into mu E plus mu H is taken to the left side, and we get the relation for the intrinsic concentration. Now resistivity is given to us. Charge on electron we know 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19. Mu E is given to us, mu H is given to us, so we can substitute the values, and using calculator the intrinsic carrier density or intrinsic carrier concentration can be calculated, and it is obtained as 5.04 into 10 raised to 23 per meter cube in this case. Calculate the number of donor atoms which must be added to an intrinsic semiconductor to obtain the resistivity as 10 raised to minus 6 ohm centimeter. Use mobility of electrons equal to 1000 centimeter square per volt second. So here mobility of electrons is given 1000 centimeter square per volt second. Resistivity is given as 10 raised to minus 6 ohm per centimeter. We are asked to find out donor concentration, number of donor atoms per unit volume that should be added to the intrinsic semiconductor in order to get this resistivity. So after adding donor atoms, we are going to get the n-type semiconductor, and for n-type semiconductor the conductivity is given by Ne mu E, so which can be written as Nde mu E, because for n-type semiconductor the electron concentration in conduction band is equal to donor concentration. We can write the relation for donor concentration as conductivity upon E mu E. Conductivity is equal to 1 upon resistivity, so we can replace conductivity by 1 upon resistivity, and now we can substitute all the values which are given to us. Resistivity is equal to 10 raised to minus 6 ohm centimeter. E is charge on the electron, that is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb, and mu e is mobility of electrons, which is given as 1000 centimeter square per volt second. So the donor concentration can be calculated using the calculator as 6.25 into 10 raised to 21 per centimeter cube. So in this case, in order to get the resistivity of 10 raised to minus 6 ohm centimeter, 6.25 into 10 raised to 21 donor atoms per centimeter cube must be added to the given semiconductor. Find resistivity of copper assuming that each atom contributes one free electron for conduction. Given density of copper is 8.96 grams per centimeter cube, atomic weight is 63.5, Avogadro number is 6.023 into 10 raised to 23 per gram mole, mobility of electron is 43.3 centimeter square per volt second. So mobility of electrons is given to us. Density of copper is given as 8.96 grams per centimeter cube and atomic weight is given as 63.5. Now resistivity we are asked to find out. Find the resistivity of copper. So resistivity is given as 1 upon conductivity, that is equal to 1 upon Ne mu E. So here E is charge on the electron, that we know, 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. Mu E is given to us, mobility of electrons, 43.3 centimeter square per volt second. This N is the concentration of electrons, that is number of electrons per unit volume. So this is not given to us, so we need to calculate this first, and for calculating this we will need to know how many atoms are there per unit volume. So we need to calculate the atomic density first, and it is given to us that each atom contributes one free electron. So whatever number of atoms per unit volume, the same will be the value of electron concentration. So let us first calculate this atomic density, that is number of atoms per unit volume. Now for that we will use this information. Atomic weight is 63.5 and Avogadro number is 6.023 into 10 raised to 23. The meaning of atomic weight is what? It is the mass of 6.023 into 10 raised to 23 number of atoms. So in 63.5 grams there are 6.023 into 10 raised to 23 number of atoms. So number of atoms in unit volume, that will be the number of atoms in the mass 8.96 grams. This is the density of copper. So number of atoms per unit volume will be equal to number of atoms in mass 8.96 grams. So this number of atoms will be 8.96 into 6.023 into 10 raised to 23 divided by 63.5. So this can be calculated. So the number of atoms per unit volume can be obtained as 8.4985 into 10 raised to 23. So atomic density is 22. So atomic density is 8.4985 into 10 raised to 22 per centimeter cube. Now it is given that each atom contributes one free electron, and therefore the electron concentration will be equal to 1 into this atomic density, 1 electron per atom. So electron concentration will be 1 into this 8.4985 into 10 raised to 22. So that will be the electron concentration, which we can substitute in this relation for N. So resistivity now can be calculated after substituting the electron concentration in this relation, and we can calculate it using the calculator as 1.698 into 10 raised to minus 6 ohm centimeter. So resistivity of copper in given problem is 1.698 into 10 raised to minus 6 ohm centimeter. Calculate conductivity of a germanium sample if donor impurity atoms are added to the extent of 1 part in 10 raised to 8 germanium atoms at room temperature. Assume that only 1 electron of each atom takes part in the conduction process. Avogadro's number is 6.023 into 10 raised to 23 per gram mole. Density of germanium is 5.32 grams per centimeter cube. Atomic weight of germanium is 72.6 and mobility of electrons is given as 3800 centimeter square per volt second. So to calculate conductivity, we can use this relation Ne mu E. E is charge on the electron, which is known to us 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19. Mu E is mobility of electrons, which is given to us 3800 centimeter square per volt second. Now this N is what? Electron concentration. So it is not given here. So we want to calculate this electron concentration. Now donor impurity is being added to this germanium sample. So we will be getting the N-type semiconductor. So we can use this relation for conductivity, Ne mu E. To calculate this electron concentration, we need to know how many donor atoms are added, and each donor atom is giving 1 electron for conduction. So how many donor atoms per unit volume are added, that we need to calculate first. And for that we need to know how many germanium atoms are there per unit volume, because donor impurity is added to the extent of 1 part in 10 raised to 8 germanium atoms. So if you know the number of germanium atoms per unit volume, we can calculate the donor concentration, and that donor concentration will be equal to the electron concentration. Now for calculating the number of germanium atoms per unit volume, we will use this information. Atomic weight of germanium is 72.6. That means 72.6 grams of germanium contains 6.023 into 10 raised to 23 number of atoms. So number of atoms in 1 centimeter cube, that will be equal to number of atoms in 5.32 grams, because density of germanium is 5.32 grams per centimeter cube. So number of atoms per centimeter cube, that is equal to number of atoms in 5.32 grams of germanium, that can be calculated by multiplying 5.32 by 6.023 into 10 raised to 23 and then divided by the atomic weight of germanium, that is 72.6. So the germanium atom concentration, that is number of germanium atoms per centimeter cube, are obtained as 4.41 into 10 raised to 22 by using this calculation. Now it is given that 1 part in 10 raised to 8 germanium atoms is the donor concentration. So the donor concentration will be equal to 4.41 into 10 raised to 22 divided by 10 raised to 8. That is equal to 4.41 into 10 raised to 14 per centimeter cube. 1 electron for each donor atom, and therefore electron concentration will be same as the donor concentration. So the electron concentration here is 4.41 into 10 raised to 14 per centimeter cube, which we can substitute in this relation for conductivity, and conductivity can be calculated using the calculator. The conductivity obtained here is 0.268 ohm centimeter per ohm centimeter, actually 0.268 per ohm centimeter, it is conductivity, so per ohm centimeter. Now this problem will summarize most of the things that we have covered in this particular session. Silicon sample is doped with 10 raised to 17 arsenic atoms per centimeter cube. Intrinsic concentration for silicon at room temperature is 1.5 into 10 raised to 10 per centimeter cube. What is the equilibrium hole concentration at room temperature? And show the position of Fermi level. So here we are doping the silicon by arsenic atoms. So we will get N-type semiconductor, because arsenic are pentavalent atoms. So for these N-type semiconductors, the electron concentration will be equal to the donor concentration, that is 10 raised to 17 per centimeter cube. Intrinsic concentration is given, that is 1.5 into 10 raised to 10 per centimeter cube. First we are asked to calculate the hole concentration. So for calculating the hole concentration, we will use this relation. The product of electron concentration and hole concentration in the semiconductor is equal to square of the intrinsic concentration. So hole concentration will be equal to Ni square upon N. Ni is given to us, N is also given to us. So we can calculate the hole concentration by using the calculator, and that is obtained as 2.25 into 10 raised to 3, per centimeter cube. So the first part we have solved. We got the whole concentration as 2.25 into 10 raised to 3 per centimeter cube. Now for second part, for showing the position of Fermi level, we will consider the equation that gives us electron concentration. Electron concentration in the semiconductor can be written as Nc e raised to minus Ec minus Ef by kT. So this equation gives us number of electrons per unit volume in the conduction band. Let the middle of the forbidden gap be EI. So EI is the middle of the forbidden gap. This will be the Fermi level in intrinsic semiconductor. We know in intrinsic semiconductor, Fermi level lies at the middle of the forbidden gap. So this EI will denote the Fermi level in intrinsic semiconductor. Now position of the Fermi level in this problem will be shown with respect to this center of the forbidden gap. Now for intrinsic semiconductor, we can write the electron concentration to be equal to Ni, that is equal to Nc e raised to minus Ec minus Ei upon kT. Here Ef is replaced by Ei because in intrinsic semiconductor Fermi level can be written as Ei. Now in this equation 1, we can add and subtract Ei here. So we can write N to be equal to Nc e raised to minus Ec minus Ei by kT into e raised to Ef minus Ei by kT. So Ei is added and subtracted here. So that is equal to Ni e raised to Ef minus Ei by kT, because Nc e raised to Ec minus Ec by Ei by kT is nothing but Ni from this equation number 2. So from this we can write N upon Ni to be equal to e raised to Ef minus Ei upon kT. Now we want to show the position of Fermi level with respect to this middle of the forbidden gap, that is with respect to Ei, and that is why we want to calculate this Ef minus Ei, and so we have written the relation in this particular form. So we can write the relation for Ef minus Ei now as kT ln of n upon ni. After taking logarithm on both sides and taking kT on the other side, we can get the relation for Ef minus Ei as kT ln of n upon ni. K is Boltzmann constant, its value is 8.625 into 10 raised to minus 5 electron volt per degree Kelvin. T is temperature in degree Kelvin, so room temperature is given, so we will put it as 300 degree Kelvin. N is given to us concentration of electrons in this n-type semiconductor, that is 10 raised to 17. Intrinsic concentration is given as 1.5 into 10 raised to 10. So by calculating this with the help of calculator, we can calculate Ef minus Ei as 0.4065 electron volts. So position of the Fermi level is 0.4065 electron volts above the center of the forbidden gap in this problem. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, then please subscribe to the channel so that you will get timely intimation of new videos uploaded to the channel. Thank you very much.